Hello out there, I am Jason. You may know me as Lysis on the ISM forum. Well, the Summer Sci-fi SiG is over, and it's time to announce the winners. So, in case you missed it, this was a non-ISM SiG put on by ISM forum members for anyone to take part in. The subject only has to come from any sort of sci-fi genre, film, literature, whatever. We had entries from Gundam to Star Wars to Warhammer, Kit Bashes, and What Ifs. Myself, along with Chief 5437 and Skullfish, decided to throw in a couple prizes just to sweeten the pot a little. Before we get on to the reveals, though, let's have a couple quick notes. First, I'd like to thank Paul and Lee for allowing us to invade the forum on the GB section for just a few months. They've been very supportive along the way, and they really deserve our thanks, so thank you, Paul and Lee. Second, a big thanks to Skullfish and Chief 5437 for chipping in on the prizes. They absolutely did not need to, but it just goes to show how wonderful our community can be. Most of all, thank you to everyone who participated. When I first put out the poll asking if anyone wanted to do this, I expected maybe a dozen people, and it turns out 40 people marked yes, and 37 actually followed through with it with build threads. It's just amazing. Well done, all of you. Alright, so brass tacks. We had 23 finishes out of 37 starts for 61% follow through. I think that's pretty good for any group build or SiG. So, good job. If you didn't finish, I do hope you continue your builds because there's always something to learn from everybody, and I think we would all agree we'd love to see them get done. So, prizes. Third place is a Bandai HGUC Gyara Zulu from Gundam Unicorn. Second prize is going to be a Pegasus Hobbies 132 Aerial HK from Terminator 2. First place is a pair of kits, a Bandai 148 scale AT-ST from Star Wars, and a Revell 1/112th scale X-Wing. Pretty good stuff, I'd say. So since this was a non-ISM group build, we couldn't use their judges, and they're busy anyway. However, we did have some alternate mystery judges. Judging was completed using the ISM rubric, so only 25% of the final score actually comes from your finished build. The rest of it comes out of your build thread. In keeping with the ISM philosophy, it's all about the process and not counting the rivets at the end. And one final note, of course, although I entered, I don't qualify to be a winner. Anyway, enough of me, let's roll tape. there you have it, an amazing set of builds. I hope you enjoyed the open license orchestra as well. There's a ton more pictures to these reveals than we could show in the video, and the build threads are bursting with info, worth checking out if you haven't done so yet. Right now, there should be, or there might be soon, a poll taking place for 2017 ISM group builds and SiGs. Hopefully we can squeeze sci-fi into something. If that interests you, make sure you get onto the forum and make your voice heard. So, the results are in, and man, was this a tight race. I have to tell you, when Lee says the results are super close and were decided by a single point, he is not kidding. If there was a fourth place, we'd have like a 7-way tie for it. So, enough of that, let's get on with it. In third place is John M.W. John M.W. made the Fitch & Foo's fantastical fish-shaped submersible from Industria Mechanica. One take and I got that right. In addition to being just a crazy-looking thing, the paintwork and weathering to create a worn-out brass fish submarine was impressively done. And tons of detail work are present inside the cabin with a pilot, and including a 3D printed chest of doubloons. Coins? Booty? Well done, John. Second place is Kiwi Gav. Kiwi Gav produced a Bandai Y-Wing in its hangar, looking as filthy as possible and though it was undergoing some maintenance. The Y-Wing looked like it was a studio model. It was well composed. The build thread walked us through every step of the weathering from the cockpit all the way to completion. And finally, in first place is Primus 1. Primus 1 gave us the Revell Viper Mark 7 from the 2003 Battlestar Galactica. The build is loaded with details, from the weathering on the Viper to the workbench to the custom posters he hung on the wall. Thread gave us all the details along the way, and it all came together really well in the end. So congratulations, Primus 1. Well done. So there we have it. Winners, if you could please PM Lysis, and they maybe should pop up down here if I can work the simple movie maker well enough, with your address, and I'll make sure we get those addresses to the members who are holding your prizes so they can get them mailed out to you as soon as they can. So, once again, thank you to everyone who participated. The results were really tight, and I hope we all had a lot of fun. Maybe we can do it again sometime. Until then, thank you to this community for indulging me for a few months. Be safe, be happy, enjoy your hobby. So say we all.